Dear son, I am writing this the night before your wedding. The house is quiet. The rest of the world has gone to sleep. And I am sitting here at this table, trying to find the right words. Trying, and failing, and trying again. There are things I should have said years ago. Some of them I didn't know how to say. Some I wasn't brave enough. And some, I have to be honest with you, I simply didn't know yet. I was still learning to be a man when I became your father. You deserve better than a man still learning. But that is what you got. And I'm sorry for that. Tonight, I want to tell you what I know now. What I wish someone had told me. What I wish I had told you over dinner on a long drive, before you had to figure any of this out on your own. I remember the day you told me about her. Not the first time you mentioned her name. The first time you said her name, and I saw your face change. The way a person's face changes when they stop performing, when they're no longer trying to seem fine. You were trying to seem like you had it together. You were failing. I loved you so much in that failure. Here is what I didn't say then. What I want to say now, the night before you marry her. Love is not the feeling. The feeling is just the door. Love is what you do when the feeling has gone quiet, when life is ordinary and tiring, when someone left the wet towel on the bathroom floor again, when you are both exhausted and neither of you is your best self, and you still choose, consciously, deliberately choose to stay present, to stay soft, to stay. I got this wrong for years. I confused intensity for intimacy. I thought love was supposed to burn. I thought if it hurt, it meant it mattered. It took me far too long to understand. A love that costs you yourself is not love. It is a transaction dressed in love's clothing. Love should not require you to disappear. The love worth having is the kind where you are more yourself, not less, where you don't have to shrink to fit, where you can say the difficult thing and still be held, where you can be uncertain and still be safe. I see how you are with her. I see you. There is a version of you I watched grow up. The one who learned early to make things okay, to smooth things over, to sense when the room had shifted and quietly adjust. You were so good at it that no one ever named it. I want to name it now. That was too much for a child to carry. Somewhere along the way, you learned that your calm was something others needed. You started managing other people's feelings to keep the peace, and I let you. I was relieved by it, even. That is the thing that cost me the most when I look back. I let you carry weight that was mine to carry. And now you are about to build a life with someone. So I need to say this plainly. You are not responsible for her happiness. You are responsible to her. There's a difference. A marriage where one person makes themselves small so the other can feel large. That is not a partnership. It is a slow erosion. You are not responsible for managing what other people feel. You are only responsible for how you act. Please hear that. Sit with it. Let it settle. Your needs matter. Your rest matters. The things you want from this life, not what you think you should want, but the things that live in your chest without words, those things deserve space in this marriage. Take that space. Don't wait to be given it. I need to tell you something I am ashamed of. Something I didn't understand until it was almost too late. In my family, I was taught, not in words, but in everything else, that being a man meant needing. That strength meant silence. That if something was hard, you worked harder, and you did not mention it was hard. That asking for help was a kind of failure. That tears were for other people. I was wrong. I learned that from my father. He learned it from his. And I handed it to you wrapped in something that looked like dignity. But underneath, it was just loneliness. A long line of men walking around with their insides locked away, calling it strength. It is not strength. It is a prison, and I helped build part of the walls. There will be moments in this marriage. I promise you, there will be moments when you feel lost, when the ground shifts, when you are tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix, when you look at your life and feel afraid that you are not enough for it. In those moments, I want you to do something I didn't do. I want you to say, I am struggling. Say it to her. Say it to a friend. Say it out loud in the dark if you have to, but say it. Don't carry it alone and call that strength. The bravest thing I ever did was admit I needed help. I did it 20 years too late. Don't make my mistake. Your feelings are not a burden. They are how you are human. Your uncertainty is not a flaw. It is honesty. You will fail at things. I want to say that plainly, before the photographs and the flowers and the vows, because I don't want you to be blindsided by it when it comes. You will say the wrong thing at the worst moment. You will be selfish when you meant to be generous. You will have a fight that goes on too long and ends wrong. And you will lie in the dark afterward, wondering if you are the person you thought you were. You are. You still are. Even then. I spent most of my adult life afraid of failure. Not ordinary failure. Missing a target. Losing a deal. The deeper kind. The fear that if I got something important wrong, it would say something permanent about who I was. That one mistake would become the whole verdict. What I know now is this. Failure is not the opposite of a good life. Failure is part of a good life. It means you tried, that you risked something real, that you showed up for something that mattered enough to go wrong. I have watched you fail. I have watched you get back up. Every single time. And I want to tell you, I have never loved you more than in those moments. Not in the victories. In the getting back up. In the quiet, private decision to try again. That is who you are. Don't let fear of failure make you small. Don't hedge your bets in this marriage to protect yourself from the hurt of losing it. Go all in. Let it mean something. Now that you are here, standing at this threshold and this morning, I want to release you from something. I want to release you from the version of yourself you think you're supposed to be. A version that has it all together. The version that doesn't need anything. The version that succeeds in the ways that get noticed. That version is exhausting to maintain. I know because I tried to be it for 30 years. It is not a life. It is a performance. And performances end. Please, son, let yourself be the complicated, contradictory, uncertain, tender person that you actually are. That person is far more interesting than the one you're afraid to show. That person is the one she fell in love with. That person is the one worth knowing. Please be gentle with yourself when you get it wrong. Please ask for what you need before it becomes desperation. Please rest before you are empty. Please say, I love you more than you think is necessary. Because it is always more necessary than you think. Please take up space. In your home. In your work. In your own skin. You are allowed to be here. You always were. Please laugh. I mean that seriously. Life is long and it gets heavy. Laughter is not the absence of depth. It is what depth sounds like when it finally exhales. Laugh with her. Find the things that are funny to only the two of you and protect them. Please stay curious about her. She is not a finished thing. Neither are you. That is the quiet secret of a long marriage. The person you marry is not who you will be living with in 20 years. You will both keep becoming. The work is to stay curious about who they are becoming and to keep choosing them. There will come a day when the roles between us shift. I don't know when. I don't know what it will look like. But I want to name it because pretending it won't happen feels like cowardice. One day, you may need to take care of me. And I want to say now, clearly, while I still can, you do not owe me that care as a debt. If you give it because you want to. Because it comes from love, not obligation. And if there are limits to what you can give, honor those limits without guilt. Your life, your marriage, your family, they come first. They always come first. And if my memory goes, I forget this day, know this. Somewhere underneath whatever I become, I loved you. I love you now, tonight, with everything I have. Nothing that happens to me later can undo what is true right now. I see you. I see the boy who used to fall asleep in the car, whom I carried inside, not wanting to wake you. not wanting the weight of you in my arms to end. I see the kid who cried in the bathroom and thought I didn't hear. I see the teenager who needed me to say something, and I didn't know what to say, so I said nothing. How that silence cost you something. I am sorry for that silence, son. I see the man you have become, how you love, how you work, the quiet ways you show up that nobody notices and you never mention. And what I see is this: you are enough. You have always been enough. Not because of what you accomplished or how you turned out. You are enough because you are here, because you exist, because you are my son. That is the whole of it. There is nothing you could do or fail to become that would change that sentence. You are my son. Full stop. No conditions. Go marry her. Go be loved well and love well in return. Go build something real. Go choose each other over and over, past the point where it's easy, all the way to the point where it's simply what you do, like breathing, like mourning, like home. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not running out of time. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and I am so proud of you. I am so grateful I got to be your father. And I love you, with all of it, all of me. Every year I have had, I love you. With all my heart, Dad.